Separation of powers. The separation of powers is a fundamental principle in our system of government. It obtains not through express provision, but by actual division in our Constitution. To the legislative branch of government, through Congress, belongs the power to make laws. To the executive branch of government, through the President, belongs the power to enforce laws. And to the judicial branch of government, through the court, belongs the power to interpret laws. Each department of the government has exclusive cognizance of matters within its jurisdiction and is supreme within its own sphere. What is the effect of separation of powers? The legislature has no authority to execute or construe the law. The executive has no authority to make or construe the law, and the judiciary has no power to make or execute the law. What is the purpose of the principle of separation of powers? The purpose is to prevent the concentration of authority in one person or group of persons that might lead to irreparable error or abuse in its exercise to the detriment of the republican institutions. Violation of the separation of powers. When is there a violation of the separation of powers? There is a violation of the separation of powers principle when one branch of government unduly encroaches on the domain of another. So the U.S. Supreme Court decisions instruct that the principle of separation of powers may be violated in two ways. Firstly, one branch may interfere impermissibly with the other's performance of its constitutionally assigned function, and alternatively, the doctrine may be violated when one branch assumes a function that more properly is entrusted to another. In other words, there is a violation of the principle when there is impermissible interference with and or assumption of another department's functions. Principle of blending of powers. There are instances when powers are not confined exclusively within one department, but are assigned to or shared by several departments. And this is known as the principle of blending of powers.